What if the end isn't truly the end? In nature, some creatures defy death in ways that challenge everything we know about life. Imagine bodies that move after the heart stops, fragments that regrow into new beings, and animals that return from frozen stasis. These are nature's ultimate survivors, organisms that blur the line between life and death. Prepare to explore biology's strangest exceptions where decapitation and dismemberment are mere inconveniences. Welcome to the dark side of biology. In quiet ponds, the planarian worm hides a secret near immortality. Slice it into dozens of pieces, and each fragment becomes a new worm, regrowing heads, tails, and organs. This miracle is powered by neoblasts, stem cells that rebuild the entire body from almost nothing. Even memory persists. Trained worms, decapitated and regrown, still remember mazes. For planarians, identity is scattered throughout their cells, not just in the brain. If every piece becomes a new you, did the original ever truly die? The planarian forces us to rethink what it means to be alive. The cockroach, nature's survivor, can live for weeks without its head. Its open circulatory system prevents fatal bleeding, and it breathes through spiracles along its body, not a mouth. Nerve clusters in its body control movement, so the headless cockroach still walks, reacts, and lives in a strange limbo. It doesn't die from decapitation, but from thirst or starvation. Life for the cockroach is uncoupled from the brain, a body persisting without a mind. It's a chilling example of survival by design. Even without a head, the cockroach endures. In 1945, a farmer's axe created a legend, Mike the headless chicken. The blow missed Mike's jugular and left his brainstem intact, so he lived, walking, preening, and even attempting to crow. Fed by hand, Mike survived for 18 months, touring the country as a living marvel. His primitive brainstem kept his body's vital functions running. Mike's story is a bizarre testament to how much life can persist with only the most basic neural machinery. He blurred the line between animal and automaton. Mike's existence was a one-in-a-million fluke, a paradox that fascinated the world. Sometimes life clings on in the most unexpected ways. As winter descends, the wood frog embraces the cold, freezing, solid heart-stopped breath-gone ice forms in its body, but glucose from its liver protects its cells from damage. Clinically dead by all measures, the frog waits in suspended animation for months. When spring returns, it thaws, its heart restarts, and it hops away as if nothing happened. The wood frog doesn't just survive winter, it resurrects from it. This annual death and revival blurs the boundary between life and oblivion. Nature's resurrection is real, and it happens every year in the forest floor. The line between frozen corpse and living being is astonishingly thin. Deep in the ocean, the octopus reveals a new kind of life after death. Most of its neurons are in its arms, not its brain. Each limb acts with a mind of its own. Even after death, severed arms curl, grasp, and react to touch, running on their own neural circuits. This isn't random twitching, it's programmed behavior independent of the central brain. For the octopus, death is a gradual process. Consciousness fades in fragments. It challenges our idea of a unified self, suggesting life can persist in distributed systems. The octopus shows us that even in death, the body's parts can live on. These creatures are more than curiosities. They're paradoxes that force us to rethink life and death. The planarian multiplies through dismemberment. The cockroach survives decapitation. Mike lived headless. The wood frog resurrects from ice. The octopus's arms act after death. Each one blurs the line between being and ceasing to be. They exist in the gray spaces where science and philosophy falter. Life, it turns out, is not a fragile flame, but a tenacious, adaptable force. These outliers teach us humility and reveal the mysteries still hidden in biology. They redefine what it means to be alive. From immortal worms to frozen frogs, we've seen that the boundary between life and death is anything but clear. These creatures challenge our definitions, showing that death isn't always final. Perhaps they're not aberrations, but messengers from the frontiers of biology. Their survival reminds us how little we truly understand about life. In their resilience, we glimpse the profound mysteries that still await discovery.